What is going on, you guys? Bastion White here, coming at you with another deck profile. This time coming at you with my Trickstar deck profile again. So basically the new balance hasn't come out yet, but I thought it would come out a lot sooner. So until then, you guys can kind of just try to maybe use this template to get the most out of the deck before, well, reincarnation or something gets hit and we all get some crap, and then I gotta update it again. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Here we gotta run your standard triple Trickstar Candina, your Stratos of the deck, searches everything, triple Lycoris, again standard, and your one Lilybell. I keep thinking about running two Lilybell. I'm sure every Trickstar player does, but you gotta play it at one. You don't want to see it more than twice, more than once. I mean, your standard, you want to roll triple Jordan Lock for the combo, and it's good against most decks in the meta right now. Other hand traps, you want to run 2 Ogre and 1 Max C. If you have Ash, I would play it over the Ogres, and probably find space for a third one. I can't afford Ashes right now, so that's why I'm just having the Ogre substitute. Ogre is still a fantastic card, don't get me wrong, but I mean, Ash is pretty damn good too. So I run the Kaiju engine, Humongous, Dogoran, Jizukiru, and Gadarla. You want to run 4 because, well, I used to run 3 a while back, and 3 was way too bricky. A lot of times you're going to draw into 2 Kaijus, and that makes your Interrupted Kaiju Slumber in the deck really just a dead card, and because you're only going to have 1 in the deck, so you can't activate it. So what you want to do is you want to run 4 so you can Kaiju more freely, and you could even do is if you have a big Kaiju in hand, what you can do is you Kaiju your own monster. If you have a Borolo Dragon, then attack with Borolo Dragon and take your Kaiju back, and then you can Kaiju something else, or just punch directly. That's what I did. I was going against the Spirals, and the guy had just a Super Agent on board, or a Tough, and I summoned Borolo Dragon, and I had a Jizukiru in hand, so I put Jizukiru over his Spiral Tough or Spiral card, and I attacked into it and I took it back so I could do even more damage. So it's just a little plays that you can do with the Kaijus there. You want to run 2 Eater of Millions. I have a love and hate relationship with this card because it takes out my extra deck, which I love to use, but honestly this card is God. It's so good. It's got me out of so many situations. I used to run like part of Duality in here to fix consistency, but I mean, that's another card if you want to run Duality, which seems to have been contradicting, but it actually worked pretty well. But this just works so much better. You can get over bigger monsters, which is again the biggest issue with the Trickstars. Then you want to play your Lonely Gofu, because Gofu, why not? You need to run your triple Light Stage. This card, you need to see it. You can search every monster with this card. It's incredible, so good. I say this in every single one of my Trickstar deck profiles. Never forget about the effect to try to get a back row of your opponents. Okay, I always forget. A lot of the Trickstar players, my locals forget. Everybody forgets. Try not to forget. Just keep that drilled in your head. You can never forget. Because we are playing, we need to see as soon as possible. We want to play triple Terraforming 2. Search it out ASAP. And you want to play double Desires for consistency. This card wins more games than it loses for me, to be honest. There's only been once or twice when I actually banished all 3 Candinas, and if I do that, then I just pretty much lose the game. There's nothing I can do. But there's been a lot of times where this has I've got Reincarnation and Droll out of this. I've got Candina and Lycoris. I got a Light Stage and a Terraforming. Like, I got 2 Terraformings. This card is so good. It only kill you every once in a while. Like I said, it's only really happened to me once or twice in the what 4 or 5 months that the deck's been out. So Part of Desire is definitely a staple in the deck by now. And you want to run your heavy mass removal, board removal. Regeki, Dark Hole, and the Kaiju Slumber. Kaiju Slumber just lets you, summon the Kaijus. That's why you play 4 of them. Regeki, Dark Hole, pretty self-explanatory right there. Then you want to play your triple Scapegoat. This card is Jesus. I mean, it really is. The sooner you can get Borolo Dragon on the board, the better off you're gonna be. Borolo Dragon is an incredible card. This card is way too free, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna get hit on the ban list. So that's really gonna suck. Even after you make your Borolo Dragon, though, you can just use this as a defense, which is not the most optimal play. But when you're running low on resources and you really need 1-2 more turns to get set up again, the Scapegoat really does help. So you want to play triple Scapegoat, also because you want to see it as soon as possible. So triple Scapegoat. You of course want to play your triple Reincarnation. Running any less than this is sacrilege until we get hit on the ban list. I'm assuming it's going to go to 1. I'm not sure what I'll play instead of it. Probably a Back to the Front, just because I really like the reincarnation part of the Trickstar Reincarnation more than anything. Being able to get your monsters back on board is really useful. So I might run that. I'm still not sure yet, but for now, just max out on the reincarnations. And for the last 3 cards, you want to play the Solemn package. 2 strikes and 1 warning. I'd say for the main deck, guys, it's 40 cards, very standard. Let's see. You want to get your for the extra deck, you want to use your 4 tokens. I still don't have the Scapegoat tokens. They're impossible to find anywhere. No one at my locals has them. My locals doesn't have them, so I'm just gonna use these instead, which is a pretty good substitute, I believe. But of course, it doesn't really matter. You can use the napkins as tokens. And you want to play your 1 Cypher and Lord Omega. This actually came in so clutch for me because I was going up against this ABC True Draco player, and I was like summon Gofu, activate effect to summon the tokens, and instantly he activated Winter Cherries and called Deco Talker. So I was like, oh crap, now I gotta banish my Deco Talker. But what I did was I just summoned the Lycurus and made this instead. It just had 2 random tokens on board. No, I think I might have gone into 2 Link Spiders and then gone into the misses. I'm not sure. Regardless, this is clutch. Comes on every once in a while, but when it does come up, you're really glad you want to see it. Any level 8 would work, but Omega is just the best for the meta right now. Want to run your number 30 Acid Golem, Break Sword, and Nightmare Shark. I like it. Like I said, most things in the extra deck you rarely go into, but in the scenarios that you do go into them, you're going to be very happy that you do have them. Acid Golem is another way to get over big monsters. It gets over Spiral Sleeper being a 3k beater. Break Sword just pops things that get in the way. And Nightmare Shark just in case you want to just need to end them immediately. Like if you go into game, if you go into time, you can just punch Nightmare Shark directly and hit him for that cool 2k. Next, for the Link monsters, you're going to want to play 1 Holly Angel. I have thought about bumping this up to 2. I've never had to make more than 1, but this card is actually extremely good going into your mid grind game. If you have a double Lycurus in the grave, there's a super good play you can do with Holly Angel, where you normal summon Candina, search the Lilybell, right? You special summon Lilybell, then you link into this, banish a reincarnation, special summon Lilybell here, burn them, punch with Lilybell, get a Lycurus, special summon the other Lycurus here, right? Get back your Lilybell, special summon it right here, attack for another 1000 or 800, and then grab your other Lycurus and put it over here. That way you end your board with double Lycurus, Holly Angel, and you have a Lilybell in hand to get anything back that you lost the next turn. So I thought that was a really good play. That's why you definitely have to play at least 1 of these. These 2 are pretty much placeholders right now. Ib and Ningirsu. I never really go into them, to be honest. I've only gone into them like once or twice. You can put whatever you want in here instead of these two. I just think it's like a good play to go into, maybe in a very niche scenario where this is actually better than making like a bore load, where you need drop power or anything like that. I guess you draw one. But this is a very mediocre type combo where you waste a lot of resources for not too much, to be honest. You can literally put anything else in here. I just have it here because I had it, you know, just in case. But you can put whatever you want instead of these two. You want to play double Link Spider and double Mrs. Radiant for your Borlo plays. What you do is you go into the Scapegoat, you make your misses, and you make your double Link Spider, and then you go into Borlo from there because it needs 3 effect monsters. And you play 2 Mrs. Radiant because you are playing more than one Scapegoat. So on the off chance you have to activate 2 of them, you have another Mrs. Radiant in your extra deck, so you can never have it beat dead. Your Scapegoat, I mean. Play the 1 Borlo Dragon. You can't make more than 1 really. If you can go into 2, then I guess by all means go for it, but I think just 1 is okay. 1 Topologic. This actually does come up every now and then. It's a very good card. I think it's really undervalued and underappreciated in this current format. I think Topologic Bomber Dragon is a very good card and definitely worth picking up. And then for your Gofu, you have your Proxy Dragon and Decode Talker. That's it for the extra deck. Now for the side deck, it's all up to personal preference, like most people say. I mean, it's true. It's really just up to personal preference. But this is just what I have trouble combating. That's what I prepare against. So things like I have a hard time against Paleozoic. So I definitely run 3 Decrees in my side. If you don't have trouble playing against Paleozoic, then you can use them for something else. That's just what I have trouble with. So 1D Fissure. This is really good against your Mermail ABC matchups. Is great against Spirals. You can just activate this and they can't do anything. They can't go into any Link monsters because it'll all be banished instead. So they would be going really neg if they go into their Link monsters, is what I mean. So it's pretty good. Little spicy tech there. Triple System Down because ABC is still roaming around. You always want to be prepared for it. Triple Anti-Spell Fragrance because Pendulum Magicians is still a very strong deck. You can never count it out. So you definitely want to play a triple Anti-Spell to completely shut the deck down. Like I said before, I play triple Royal Decree. I can't play against Paleo. It's just too much interruption for me. And there's this guy at our locals, Rob. I have his Paleozoic profiles on my channel, and we always have really good duels that take way too long. Another a bit of a spicy side deck card is Triple Summon Limit. Summon Limit is extraordinary in this format, in my opinion. I don't know why I don't see it in many side decks for top profiles, but I think this is a really good card. If you get Gammaed, or if you get any side frame whatever, you activate Summon Limit and that's all they're doing. Okay? If you activate Reincarnation and then activate the side frame that negates traps, you activate Summon Limit if it's already set, you know? And that's all they're doing. They just ended their entire turn because they summoned twice. Summon Limit, you can only summon twice. And you can activate this card after the second summon, and that's it. You shut off their entire turn. That's why Summon Limit's absolutely broken. Even if you're going up against Spirals, they'll go Drone, and then they'll go the Super Agent. They'll summon it, and when they're about to link, you just say, nope, Summon Limit, I'm sorry, your turn is done. So I think Summon Limit is really underappreciated. It's such an extraordinary card. And for the back row, I hate 2 Heavy Storm Duster. I like this over a Twin Twister or Cosmic Cyclone because I hate paying life. I really do, and I already play the solemn packages in my deck. So yeah, I think this is the best, because 2 Draco's not really that big of an issue with everything being pretty limited, and it's not really that big of a, it's not as played a deck as it was a few months back. So I think you're gonna be safe playing heavy Storm Dusters or MSTs. These are just a more budget option, I guess, to a Twin Twister, which I think is still covering at $5. But yeah, so I think that's better. Also, you gotta pitch a card for Twin Twister, and that's too much. This is too free. Activate during your opponent's turn. Go plus. Alright, so that's it for my Trickstar deck profile, guys. I'll keep an eye out for the ban list, don't you worry. I'll have an updated deck profile for that when that comes out. Oh, I want to stress, make sure you pick up your metaverses now. Yeah, they're rare, so not going to be expensive, but I don't know if they're going to be harder to find later. And especially if you're planning on playing Trickstars, and we're getting another field spell. And I definitely think that playing Metaverse is the correct call, because you're going to want to search all your field spells. They're all good. And yeah, so playing 2 to 3 Metaverse I think is a good call to make. I think they're like cents each, so you know, you're not really going neg or wasting money with that. Alright, so that's going to be it, guys. Let me know what you thought. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.